was curious, you're returning as an older Scott, and obviously you've matured as an actor as well. Did your approach change any, or was it like riding a bike again?
No, good question, dude. My approach didn't really change. You know, what I always did with Scott was kind of use my own personal experiences and sort of try to put myself in his shoes and really understand everything that he's going through. And so I really did that again with this. But Tyler, myself, has gone through other changes and life experiences, and so I just applied that further to my character. And then I always try to grow the character and grow myself as an actor. And I think over the last few years, it's one of those professions that you keep figuring out as you go, and so I think I did more of that, and I'm really proud, really proud. I think this is the coolest, best representation I've ever done of Scott McCall, and so I'm just super proud of it. Yeah.
I love that. And Crystal, I was curious, with Allison dying in the show, was there ever any hesitation of returning as the character, or like once you saw the script and knew how it was handled, did that all go away?
Well, we didn't have a script right away, so it was more of just me putting trust in Jeff and his arc for her and bringing her back, and me feeling like I was in a place in my life that I could do that again. So there was a little bit of hesitation, but that was based on my own terrifying fear that I'm not a good actor, no one cares about Allison. And then I was convinced, and it ended up working out really well, I think.
Well, the fans definitely care about Allison, so you
Thank
don't
you.
have to worry about that. And Tyler, as she mentioned, Jeff wrote the script and Russell had directed episodes of the TV show. So how great was it knowing that the key creatives were right in place for this movie and it was gonna feel like a proper extension of the show?
Yeah, dude, it's only perfect. You know, it wouldn't have felt right if everybody wasn't there, and Russell really defined the tone of this TV show early on, and so I couldn't have imagined it without Russell, obviously, or Jeff. It just wouldn't have happened. Same as I couldn't really imagine the show without myself. You know, we're all such integral parts of the series and of the project itself. It felt like we needed everybody back on board for it, and I'm just over the moon that that's what we could have done, and work in this capacity again as an adult. I just always feel like I have a lot to prove to the people around me, and so I wanted to prove to these people that I loved so much that I'm an adult and I'm different and I'm ready to take this head on again in a different capacity and more present. And so it was just so cool to have them all there.
Awesome. And Crystal, my last question, how interesting was it to play Allison again, but sort of a different version because she, has forgotten some of her memories and is coming back to this whole crazy ordeal.
Yeah, she doesn't remember anything about who she is or what her name is or, who her family is. And I think it's an aspect of her that was never explored before. So it's much deeper and much darker than we have ever seen Allison, which I think, as humans, like we all have shadow aspects of ourselves that we don't like to look at or are uncomfortable. So I think it's really important for people to realize that, and that's why I wanted to come back and play her.